Rob Seco, Future Farm. Today's innovations, tomorrow's solutions.
Welcome back to Future Farm. So Todd, we're standing here at Future Farm after what was a really wet spring relative to what we've been used to the last couple of years. And that causes problems. Not necessarily here at Future Farm. We've got this nice little grading behind us that allows water to drain out nicely. But have you ever noticed in wet springs like this, we see those patches in soybean fields with damping off soybeans, seedlings that really struggle to get going? What is it that causes that, and how do you defend against it?
Yeah, anywhere where water will stand or stay saturated for a period of time, and then we start picking up some heat units. It's just a perfect environment for fungal pathogens and the diseases that we're talking about, particularly in soybeans. Pythium is really our number one, but then we also think about Fusarium and Phytophthora, but they're all have the capability of damping off and killing plants, and a couple of those particular pathogens can knock plants out all the way through the growing season.
So there are a couple of defenses that we can look at for a lot of these pathogens. Traditionally, it's a lot of the fungicides that we find on seed treatments. But seed treatments, they can be a little bit challenging in that you don't always have a seed treater available if you need to replant acres, or maybe worried about returns or whatever that might be, soybean dumps, things like that. And so what are some of these things that we can do that aren't seed treatments?
So in our planter box portfolio that we call TuneUp Plus for soybeans, we've added a couple of materials, and now we're calling this total planter box treatment TuneUp Plus for soybeans with metalaxyl and First Defense. And so first, metalaxyl is an historic proven fungicide that really its target is against Pythium. And it's been used as a seed treatment for a number of years. But the second material in here is what we'll call First Defense, is a biocontrol, a biofungicide. And so it's a bacteria, and this bacteria will colonize and grow along with the secondary and tertiary root hairs on the soybean plant itself. And how it controls, and it has not control, but it has suppressive activity and really antagonistic activity on Pythium, Rhizoctonia, and Fusarium. And how it really affects those plants is it doesn't allow their cell walls to form normally. And so if we can suppress some of the culture of those diseases, we can let the plant get ahead of those, and then also have the metalaxyl, the proven fungicide, help pick up the rest of that type of suppression.
Absolutely. So that creates a lot of flexibility, and this biofungicide also has some additional impacts on the plant too. It's not just acting directly on those fungal pathogens, but it's also providing some sort of a stimulatory effect, right?
Yeah, and it does. And there's a number of bacteria that can do that, but we call it that stimulation factor, and it serves as a hormone or serves as an auxin. So what we get out of that is we get greater division and cell elongation and basically tissue growth, particularly when it's under stress. And when you lack oxygen, when in saturated conditions, or if you have the advent of diseases working on the root system, those are stressful conditions, and that stimulation really helps continue to burn and continue to move forward with those root systems.
There are a couple of other things in the soil that will cause issues. There's soybean cyst nematode, and right now we're testing for our second year a soybean cyst nematode type of biocontrol or biosuppressant. And in the future, we may see some additional really cool products coming through in these planter box solutions as well that may target other pests such as insects and things of that nature. So the future is really bright for these planter box solutions.
It's really bright.